This is Pistis Hub. We are a team on an assignment to build the faith of men and set their hearts on fire through the media system. With hundreds of insightful videos here on our channel, we hope to bless and boundary you. Don't forget to click the like button, turn on notifications, and subscribe. We love and celebrate you.
Whoever you want,
if you want to be famous, if God wants to
Lord,
lift you
can
and announce you to the world from Nigeria, your feet must touch Lagos. There are two cities your feet must touch: Abeokuta and Lagos. If your feet does not touch it prophetically, your voice will not be heard from this nation, because there is a covenant. In the realm of the spirit, Abeokuta gave birth to Lagos.
Rule number 1: spend less than you earn. Put away the difference. Spend less than you earn. Put away the difference. Someone had said, if you cannot save in the days when you earn £1, you will not be able to save when you earn 1,000. It is an habit you need to develop, being able to spend less than you earn. No matter how small your salary is or your income, you've got to break this habit of spending everything and complaining that, oh, I just cannot live on the little I have. You see, putting it in business will even create exponential growth. If you spend less than you earn and you take that left over and you put it in a business or some investment or a savings. And if the savings, for example, savings account in most countries are very, very low as 0.5% or maybe 2% in some places where it's higher. And it's never matching with inflation. Therefore, you could put your money together, buy treasury bills with your country's government. And you'll be amazed when it's a treasury bill from your country's government or a government bond, it is guaranteed whatever interest they put on it. So this first rule is the reason why many people become prosperous. They learned from the beginning not to spend everything they earn. Why? Because earning years must take care of your yearning years. Earning years must take care of your yearning years. In the good book, the Bible, we have 3 cases that make us understand something about spending less. A king, the Pharaoh of Egypt, had a nightmare. I think it's not a dream, it's a nightmare. When 7 fat cows are swallowed by 7 thin cows, that is a nightmare. Boom, they bring in Joseph to interpret the dream. He interprets the dream and he gives the solution. Let your 7 fat years take care of your 7 thin years. What does that mean? In the days when you earn, put something away, because lean years will always come. If they don't come when you are young, they come when you are older. Spend less than you earn. Second illustration, the great wise King Solomon says, go to the ants, you lazy man. Ants in the summer carry food more than 10 times their weight, a mile. They leave scent along the way to their ant hill and deposit the food all through the summer. When winter comes, they are hibernating and having something to eat. You will go through your winter. It is either the winter of unemployment or the winter of age. If you think it is not possible, just check your hair. If you see any white, it's the proof of winter. Or even if you don't have one and you're still young, you can have your own kind of winter. Number 2, know your worth, particularly your hourly worth. Let it either motivate you to make more money or to know how to market yourself. What does that mean? In every country that have signed with the ILO, International Labor Organization, there is a universal agreement that no employer must make you work for more than 40 to 45 hours. So using this, our calculus will put the number of hours you work in a year to be 2,000 hours. So your total hours of work every year is 2,000 hours. Now let us assume that you are earning 40,000 pounds. You've got to divide that 40,000 pounds by 2,000. I think 40,000 divided by 2,000, boom, 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 comes to something like 20 pounds per hour. Are you worth more than that? Because if you are worth more than that, then it means that somebody have sold themselves cheap. Therefore, you now need to raise the value of your hour. How do you raise the value of your hour? You may have to raise it by studying, learning, becoming an expert in your chosen field, or finding a problem and solving it. The fastest way to create wealth in any generation, in any culture, is to find a problem and solve it. The reason you and I have made Jeff Bezos the wealthiest man on earth is because he's solving a problem for us through his Amazon. He's not only delivering books, he's delivering goods, he's opening stores. He's created a system whereby his company can practically almost do anything. They are now thinking of manufacturing, producing cars, putting satellites in space so they can sell data to us, sell it very, very cheap. Solving problem. That's the reason Bill Gates will be wealthy. He solved a problem. He put software in our computers. He has never had a manufacturing company. Rather, he solved a problem. Know your hourly worth. And when you know your hourly worth, divide it by 2,000 like I just did. And it will resonate a message to you and make you know if you need to change some things. Number 3, budget. Budget, budget, budget. How do I budget? These are rules of money. You may say, I have it in my head. No, please, sir. Sit down, calculate. My salary is so and so amount a month, say 40,000, which we mentioned earlier. It means that take or leave it, you are taking home something like 3,200 pounds before tax. By the time the tax man takes his own and everyone take their own, you got home with 1,800 pounds. With this amount left, you've got to budget. Know that when you have that kind of money and you are budgeting, you've got to cut your spending. So, let me suggest to you in this teaching on the rule of money, let us assume that you want to spend 50% on living, paying rent, feeding your house, your family, taking care of yourself. Then let us assume that again you had to spend 20% on great fun, just having a good time. You need to have 10% which you give out to your maker or a charity that you belong to. If you form a habit of a giving, you will start to live. Giving is living. You've got to also realize that the power of releasing comes from your giving. We still are left with 20%. So 50% on living your life, 20% on having great fun, 10% on giving to charity, giving to God, giving in your church, giving where you are connected. The 20% that is left should be your savings, no matter what happens and no matter how small your income is. In fact, if it's possible, if you can save more than 20, that's great, but never do less. One of the reasons is inflation is cutting down the value of people's income. 20% savings means that you are beginning to catch the drift of your need to come out of this selling your hours. In the coming seasons, when we teach at the Money Master class, we'll show you how selling your hours is not the way to create wealth. You want to know how to create wealth and not selling your hours? Stay glued to the Money Master class. Rule number 4, create a simple money management system. In other words, automate some of your expenses. You know how much your rent is. Create a system whereby it is automated in its payment. Oh, and by the way, let me quickly chip in here for you. If your rent is due on the 5th, if it is possible, never make the people you pay the first to get money out of your account. Let money enter your account first. Let it stay there for some days. Let it produce for you before you begin to pay people. Pay others last. Pay yourself first. Look after Mr. Me. Your money comes in, take out the savings, take out the charitable money before you now begin to solve the rental problem, the electricity problem. Always pay yourself first. If you don't operate that way and you are always, oh, I don't like people chasing me for their money, you are looking after others while no one is looking after you. You've got to automate your deductions also, which you want to save in the bank account. As the money is coming into your account, put a standing order that, hey, Mr. Bank, on the 5th of every month or on the 1st of every month, take out 200 pounds and keep away for me every month. Let it just be. Let it just be. Number 5, eliminate most interest-related debts. Oh my, the power of the credit cards have weakened many people. It has reduced many. They do not realize how interest-related debts eats all of your working hours and all of your working life. And by interest-related debts, eliminating them, how about your mortgage? If you own a house, how do you reduce that? We'll be teaching you how to cut down on your mortgage and how to pay it quick and fast so that actually within a short time, you become the owner of the house without owing anyone and you have equity. You want to know more about that? Make sure you stay tuned to the Money Master class. Make sure you enlist. Make sure you register when we begin to ask people, because it's going to be by subscription. I want you to know that the Money Master class is going to truly teach you how to make the money, how to manage the money, and how to multiply it. Number 6, always have emergency fund. This is money to handle sudden challenges. It could be a 500 pounds you kept somewhere, a 1,000 pounds you kept somewhere. If possible, in your house, not in the bank. Or rather, in a savings account which you can access through the ATM, but always have emergency funds. Something comes up, your child needs a quick medicine and you're not accessible to free medicine, you needed to quickly buy something and you're not accessible to where they have it and you needed to go through a process. Have emergency funds that no one had to control for you. You have absolute control over the emergency funds. This is a rule of money which it looks simple, but it is the truth. Imagine during the lockdown, many people in some nations of the world had no money at home when their nations were locked down. Matter of fact, when lockdown was over, in third world nations, for example, the first day the bank opened, there was a stampede because no one had taught them the power of emergency money. Last one for today. Know that money buys happiness when applied appropriately. Yeah, you heard me right. Money buys happiness when applied appropriately. You know, it's often been said, oh, money does not buy you happiness. Money cannot buy you happiness. Oh, really? Money can buy you a nice, good bed, that you didn't have to have body ache. Money can buy you good air conditioning in your house so you don't have to blow yourself to sleep. Money can buy you systemized, very good, centralized heating system or air conditioning system, total air handling system. Money can bring happiness when applied appropriately. As long as you don't deify, worship money, you see it as an instrument, a tool in your hand, a slave to you, an army that works for you, something you put shoes on to go out and work for you. Money can bring happiness. So anyone who told you money does not bring happiness, check. When they fly, where do they fly? If it's always economy, how did they arrive? Because some people say, oh, why should I fly business class? Why should I fly first class? After all, we'll arrive at the same time. Yeah, we'll arrive same time, but not in the same shape. So, in the Money Master class, we would like to teach you how to truly find that, yes, apart from your connection with God, which is your greatest source of happiness, you can find fulfillment in having the finance to do all the things you've always wanted to do. You've always wanted to send some kids who are not yours to school. You've always wanted to build an orphanage. You knew that you would find some vicarious connection and joy in touching lives of villages, of people, and so on. Money can bring that kind of happiness. So, remember all our rules today: spend less than you earn. Put away the difference. Number 2, know your total worth, your hourly worth. And if you're not satisfied with what you're earning, raise your level. Number 3, budget. If you don't budget, you will not know when there is a bleeding, an outflow that is more than the inflow. Number 4, create a simple money management system. Create an automation system that helps you to be able to know what is coming in, what is going out. Number 5, eliminate most interest-related debts, because the people who loaned you the money are happy that you borrowed. They love it. In fact, the longer it takes, the more they smile. You are empowering somebody else by you living perpetually under interest-related kind of borrowing. Number 6, always have emergency funds. If you didn't think it was necessary, I tell you, the period of the coronavirus pandemic was an eye-opener. Money talks, and many people didn't have enough. Number 7, know that money can buy happiness if applied appropriately. It can buy happiness. Because you see, one of the reasons for rule number 7 is that the statements you make to yourself will begin to shape your mind and determine if you magnetize money or repel it. I do hope you received something and you felt encouraged today. Always remember, we're here to help you make, manage, and multiply money. So stay good, be good.